Hello everyone, welcome to Vic's Tarot Guidance. Welcome if you're new to this channel and welcome if you're returning. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. And for those of you here interested in booking personal readings with me or any type of other service that I offer, including channeling and manifestation coaching, you can check that out in my website. And also, if you feel like you want, you can also just send me an email and I will provide you with all the necessary information. All right, so thank you for being here today. We are going to be looking into the person that you're going to marry. So who is the lucky man, lucky woman that is going to be your spouse in the future? We're going to be looking into all the details of this person and also how you will be able to recognize them in this video. There is also going to be an extended or an exclusive video associated with this one posted on Patreon. And on Patreon, we are going to be looking into what is the intimacy going to be like between the two of you, what's the love going to be like between the two of you, what are the turn-ons going to be, so what is your person going to find very sexually arousing about you, and what is the first time together with the two of you going to look like. So very juicy stuff over on Patreon. For the Patreon, you can check out the link in the description box below this video and in the comment section as well. The Patreon video is not going to be an extended, so you can pick a group number 1 for this reading, for example, and then group number 2 for the Patreon, whatever you feel guided to the very most. All right, so for this video we have already some pre-picked cards, pre-shuffled cards waiting for us, and we have 3 groups to pick from, which are all origami flowers. So group number 1 is going to be the green origami, beautiful green origami for group number 1. Group number 2 is going to be this orange origami flower. And for group number 3, we have this purple violet origami flower for you guys. All right, so these are the 3 groups that you can pick from. This one is already feeling like it wants to turn on its head. So interesting. So that's it. Feel free to pause the video if you feel like you need a little bit more time choosing, picking. The timestamps for each individual group are listed in the description box below this video, so you can just scroll down below and hop into your group. And if you feel like you need some time, you can pause the video, drink a bit of water, and also take a few deep breaths, close your eyes and reconnect with yourself so you find your center and then feel towards which group is calling to you the very most. It's possible that you will be guided to more than one group. That just means that you have messages in more than one group, and that's completely fine as well. All right, so hope to see you all in your chosen groups. Hello, my beautiful group number 1. If you picked this green origami flower, this is going to be a reading for who will you marry. All right, so we're going to be looking into the characteristics of this person, their character, their personality, maybe their job, whatever wants to come through to let you know who this is going to be. And then in the extended or in the exclusive reading on Patreon, we are going to be looking into what's the intimacy going to be between the two of you, what are the turn-ons going to be like, and what's the first time together going to be like between the two of you. The links to the exclusive reading are down below in the description box. You can just click on the Patreon link and it's going to take you to the reading. All right, so first of all, let's see a little bit into this person. So we're going to start off with the arcana of astrology to see what might come through here, and then focus a little bit on the tarot and then look into these oracle cards to get more information. So let's see, who will group number 1 marry? So who's this lucky person? We have Juno. So very beautiful relationship, someone who deals with relationships as well. Very much a person who is going to be oriented towards people. So let's see. We have Taurus. Okay, one more please, Spirit. Very grounded person. And we have Libra here along with Mars. Okay, so someone who is overall very balanced in their masculine, feminine energy. So what's coming through here with the new moon, this person feels like they are going to like adventure. They're going to like new things coming into their lives. Okay, so with Juno here, what I'm tapping into here, that this connection is going to be based on commitment. So there's going to be huge commitment between the two of you. This person is going to be someone who is overall just very committed to you, committed to the people in their lives, committed to their job. All right, so this is someone who is very, very solid when it comes to these things, especially relationship things. Okay, with Juno being here, there's going to be a lot of trust in this relationship, equality, support, and also a lot of cooperation. So overall, these are also the qualities that your person does possess. So they are someone who likes to cooperate with other people. They're someone who is very trustworthy in general. They're someone who is very supportive of others, likes to take care of other people here. You know, there might be some imbalance here as well with Juno. There's also sometimes some jealousy present, you know, so that's something to look into or be aware of as well in this relationship, especially. But I'm getting like that's just something to be aware of, not something that's actually going to happen, because it doesn't have the energy of actually happening. It's just something that's maybe going to be on the horizon sometimes. You know, this person's going to be like, oh, why were you talking to them, you know, like being a little bit like, what's going on over there, you know. So waxing gibbous moon is our next card. With this card, it feels like there is a lot of communication about your feelings that's going to be part of this connection, and also a lot of sharing. Okay, so this person who you're going to be marrying, this person is going to be someone who likes to share their fortune with others, who likes to just be a part of other people's journey in life, and also who likes to share their own stuff with other people, whether it's, you know, an achievement of some kind, whether it's just, you know, pain of some kind. This person is very, very connected to other people here, it feels like. No, very much wants to share, wants to be connected, wants to be a part of things. They feel very open, you know, very grounded yet very open here is what's coming through. We have also Taurus, the energy of Taurus here. So this is an energy that is very strong and also a little bit stubborn. Okay, so there's a strong grounded nature here. This person is going to be someone who appreciates simplicity and pleasure. Okay, sometimes can be a little bit overindulgent, but also overall there is an energy of security in this connection, strong security again, and comfort in this connection. So this person is going to be someone who offers you a lot of security, who grounds you, who also does appreciate love a lot and artistic endeavors. So, you know, thanks to having Venus as a planetary ruler here, Taurus is someone who really appreciates art as well and beauty, you know. But also they're incredibly practical due to being a fixed sign, all right? So there is a craving towards stability, especially when it comes to finances here as well. But there's also a lot of strength here, you know. This person is someone who can be stubborn, so they can hold on to some things very strongly. So just something to be aware of here as well, you know. They just might be very stubborn when it comes to what they believe in or what they hold on to. Okay, next we have Libra. So there's strong diplomacy with this person. They might be in diplomatic waters because of all this beautiful communication, relationship orientation. This feels like this person might even work in some type of human resources or something like that, you know, or even charity work is coming through. So they might be interested in helping other people a lot. But also this person might be very diplomatic when it comes to sharing their own opinions. So they might be into diplomacy or those types of jobs as well here with Libra, okay? So this person is someone who is going to focus on balance in your connection with Libra. This is also a person who is going to be, you know, playful, a little bit flirtatious, very confident, and, you know, very good with people overall. This person might be a social butterfly a little bit, and just overall super good with people, right? So next we have Mars. Mars is that strong, more masculine energy coming through here, which is a balancing of the Taurus and Libra. The Taurus and Libra are ruled by Venus, you know, so Mars coming through here. This means like this person has a good balance between, or is going to have good balance between the masculine and the feminine, okay? So this person is basically good when it comes to representing or channeling, bringing forth the energy of the divine masculine and fieriness of Aries, which is like the opposing force of gentle Venus that we have with Taurus and Libra here, okay? So this is more of an outwards energy. This energy is someone who is set upon their path, who works towards conquering and getting towards what it is that they are wanting. There is strong endurance to this person as well, the energy to expand, to get things done, and the ability to reach the goals of what we want to basically do, you know, so reaching the goals. There is bravery that is at play here. So this person is going to be someone who has a lot of energy, but that energy is going to be balanced with this coming through. There is going to be a gentle balance, but also a fieriness occasionally, bravery and a force of nature sometimes, you know, while getting things done, especially while getting things done that are going to be important to this person. There is going to be maybe some temper in regards to that more assertive energy of Taurus, you know. So it's not like this person is going to be overly temperamental. It just feels like when they are going to feel strongly towards something, they are going to be all over that. They're just going to put a lot of their attention and focus into that thing to get it done, to manifest it. This person is also someone who is going to be, you know, very, very confident often in certain situations, or, you know, overall in situations, but also sometimes might have a little bit of a tunnel vision with that Taurus and Mars being here, you know, just being very, very sort of set upon something, being like, okay, this is what I want, this is what I'm getting, you know, very, very set on things. This is going to be also the person who is going to like new beginnings, or going to like to focus on new things, going to like to start new things. So starting new things is going to be something that brings a lot of pleasure, a lot of excitement into this person's life, right? So beginning things, starting things, something that this person is going to thrive on. Okay, now let's see what the tarot wants to say. Who will you marry, group number 1? Who will you marry? Okay, we have, a person who is very active, very much a go-getter, action-oriented, Mars energy, but also a homebody. The Chariot energy represents Cancer, which is like someone who really, really values home. We have the 10 of Pentacles here. So this person is going to be someone who greatly values stability, who greatly values the community, who really values the home structure that they have set, who greatly values the stability of the home and coming back to a warm home after a long, difficult day. They're going to value you and what you bring into this home as well. So any type of love, stability, connection, cooking together, or things like that. They're going to really value like the little things, the little pleasures in life is what I'm picking up here. This person is going to be someone who is going to be very active, you know, in their day-to-day life. So they are definitely really going to appreciate coming home and sort of snuggling on the blanket with you, watching something, or just chatting with you over a glass of wine or something like that. Like that's that luxurious Taurus energy coming through here. So let's see what else. I'm definitely getting like something with diplomacy, being able to balance things out as a work situation for this person, you know. So we have the Empress coming through. The Empress is ruled by Venus, which is connected to Libra and Taurus again. So this to me does feel like there's this beautiful mix of divine feminine, divine masculine, definitely for this person. This person is going to be someone who is very good looking. You know, they're going to be someone who also really appreciates beauty, art, creativity, fertility. All right, so gynecologist is coming through for some reason. So gynecology is something that might be something that's even like of interest to this person, or something that they might be into. Fertility, this person is going to want to have children with you. They are definitely going to want to have children and a family here. So what else? They're going to want to have a beautiful home as well with you, a very secure, beautiful home where they really get to relax, you know, where just it's a safe haven for them to come home and to just chill, relax, let go. This person is going to be like luxurious. They're going to like simple pleasures. As said before, I'm seeing like bubble baths, things like that, you know, soaking in a bath after a long time out. We also have the Page of Cups. This is that little flirtatious energy of the Libra. So quite flirtatious, but also very open emotionally is what I'm tapping in for this person. We have Death, yeah, beginning and ending new things. This person is going to be very quick when it comes to their turnaround in life. You know, they're going to be very transformative is what's coming through here. This person is maybe going to be one person when you meet them, and then 2 years later a completely different person. They have this strong energy of transformation about them. So when, you know, they are going to start to transform, they're going to start new things, they're going to start to become interested in something new, and then they're going to transform themselves to be able to meet that energy more closely. So yeah, this feels like there's going to be a lot of transformation in general. Also in your relationship, there's going to be a lot of growth here in this relationship as well, which is very, very beautiful. A lot of growth, a lot of expansion connected to the two of you. And we have the King of Cups, a lot of love as well. This person is going to be very connected to their emotions. So there is going to be a lot of love between the two of you. This person is also someone who is very, very good at settling disputes or settling some disagreements, because they tend to remain very cool under pressure. Might be something that's going to be related to their job as well here. And this person is going to be very mature emotionally. Okay, so it's going to be a very, very beautiful connection. We also have a lot of water energy here. With that, we have Scorpio energy. With the Chariot, we have Cancer energy. So this is going to be someone who feels very deeply, but also for someone who really values their home situation and their home, their family, their friends, you know, their circle of people they feel deeply connected to. So let's see what else. Spirit. We have the Ace of Swords. This person is going to be a very good communicator, very clear, very good communicator. This person's insights are going to be greatly valued, or are greatly valued already by you, by the people around them, but also by the people in their workplace, because this person brings very clear, instantaneous results and insights and solutions to problems that other people might not see, which might be due to their strong masculine feminine energy alignment. Very good at communication is what's coming through here as well. Very good at communicating their ideas to others, but also quite slow when it comes to progression. So very, very strong when it comes to their vision, the tunnel vision here with the Mars, but also slow when it comes to just the general progression towards things. This person is not going to just jump into things, like they're going to open up the energy, but it's not like they're going to just impulsively jump into things. It's what's coming through here. Okay, so what I want to do next now is to look at these cards a little bit. So we have the mountain as the archetype that's representing your person. With the mountain, I'm getting someone who is going to sometimes need time to themselves, to retreat a little bit into their little cave. With the mountain, I'm also getting someone who is going to be very stable, very, very stable, and sort of always there for you, always someone you can rely upon. Great reliability, stability, comfort is what this person is going to give you. Okay, so what else here? So interesting. I love it when things come through that are in alignment with what we already saw. So we have the arts here. Interesting. So there is an interest in the arts here, whether it will be playing an instrument, painting, or just, going to galleries, museums, things like that. This person is going to be very interested in the arts and beauty, even if they might not end up doing that as a profession. It might be just a hobby that they're into. So arts here, we have Greco-Roman energy. With Greco-Roman energy, I'm getting someone who is, again, very good at rhetoric, very good at communication, very good at putting their ideas across, very good at building foundation is what's coming through here as well. Someone who is overall also a deep thinker, who likes to have deep conversations here with Greco-Roman. There is an interesting energy about this person as well. Like there's a strong depth to them, and like an interest in philosophy as well, or an interest in the occult as well, but it's not like something that's primary to them. It's just something that they're like passively interested in, but also very good at when it comes to just talking with other people. Even if this person is not going to have a lot of knowledge of, for example, philosophy or other things, they're going to be very good when it comes to just having conversations about these things. They're going to really enjoy having conversations with other people about such things. We also have the male-female here, which is again very interesting. This male-female does represent the polarity between the masculine and the feminine. It might be that sometimes this person is going to struggle with this polarity, but overall I feel like they are going to be able to find a beautiful balance between their masculine and feminine expression. Okay, and they're also going to need a mate here who does have a similar expression or is able to hold both the male and the feminine polarity strongly within their own system, because this feels like when this person is going to be in the female, they're going to need someone who is able to take on the energy of the masculine energy. And vice versa, when they are in the male, they're going to want to have support of the female supportive system, basically, and that connectedness, that heart-based energy. So they feel like they are going to need that in a relationship to be able to thrive. Okay, so heart of the matter is the next card. Align life's pathways through the heart. Yes, heart of the matter. This person is going to love to get to the bottom of issues, to get to the real intimacy. This person is going to be someone who is going to be deeply intimate with you in regards to what they are feeling, thinking, perceiving. This is not going to be a shallow relationship at all. This is going to be strong intimacy, like into me, see energy, see into me fully, completely understand me, trust me, be with me, and allow me to see into you and feel into you and trust you and completely support you through this as well. This person's career is also going to be strongly aligned with their heart and with their mission. Whatever it is that they are doing, they're going to deeply feel into that as well. Okay, and moving on with that, we have here physical health. So this is something that is going to be deeply important to your person. First of all, to be healthy, to be in alignment on a physical level, so as to feel physically well, strong, energized, fit, and healthy. But also with physical health, I'm getting an energy of a doctor or of a profession of someone who is into medicine. Okay, so gynecologist is something that came through before. Or just someone who is just maybe a regular doctor, a family doctor, some things like that are coming through here. This person is not going to be someone who is more invested, such as, for example, a neurosurgeon or someone like that. It's not their type of deal. Also, I'm not tapping into the energy of psychotherapy or psychiatry here at all. It doesn't feel like it's doing with mental health. It's doing more with the physical health. Maybe even, what's it called? Physiotherapy or something like that. So therapy of the body, that's something this person might be interested in as well. Or just working in the hospital also. Like where they can help people. Another thing that I tapped into here, just especially with this balance, with this Libra energy, is also someone who is into like diplomatic, political endeavors, someone who is into diplomacy and maybe even an advisor to a political figure, advisor to a president, for example, someone who writes speeches for the president or some things like that. You know, that type of energy. Okay, so physical health is what we have. Next, we have integrity. Yes, this person is going to be fully into this. To be whole, undivided, unimpaired, consistent with a strong and principled core, so as to live in alignment with their own personal truth and sense of right. Okay, strong integrity. Advocacy, interesting. So this person is going to be also someone who publicly supports, champions, promotes, or recommends someone for a particular cause, policy, or group. Or recommends a particular group, cause, or policy to someone else. This is again tapping me into, you know, someone who is in the higher position, like an advisor again to a president, you know, someone who is recommending something to happen, someone who is like behind the scenes, sort of pulling the strings a little bit even. So this person does thrive on someone who can be a champion, promoter, proponent, or backer up of a certain thing, and to have that certain advocacy in their lives. Okay, so advocacy here. And we have risk with the new moon. Yeah, there's some risk here, that this person likes to take risks and chances as opposed to playing it safe, to value possibility. Yes, they definitely are going to value that greatly, which is also that sense of transformation that's present here. To be in a situation where there is a possibility of something bad happening, uncertainty about the effects, implications of an activity in which an undesirable consequence could result. But there is also possibility of something good happening, such as a reward. Okay, so a little bit of a risk taker, this person. Depends on what you are wanting. With the risk, there feels like, yeah, they're going to like to take chances. They're going to like to be a bit mischievous. That's what's coming through here. Okay, so let's see now what else wants to come here. Let's see, let's just get you some initials. Also some notes. Okay, that's a bit much. So we have D as their initials, or as the initial. We have E. Okay, we have an A with 2 points on top, so someone who might be German, or I don't know why I'm tapping into Norwegian energy, Finland, I don't know why, just northern countries in general. And this is not 8, this is 8, right? I don't know, completely forgot H. Let's just say it is. So we have resting. So yeah, this person is going to be someone who likes to rest. We have Venus again. Okay, so divine feminine energy here. Divine alignment, gentleness with themselves, gentleness with other people. We have a helper, or anagram number 2, the helper anagram. So someone who is going to be a giver, someone who is going to thrive on helping others, being the supportive role. We have heart, someone who is going to be very much acting with the heart. I love it when things align and just be like, yes, this is it. We have emotional. So yeah, someone who is going to be deeply connected to their emotions. But this is not like emotional in the sense of overly emotional. This is more like a mature emotional person. We have another letter B here, so could be their initial or something that they're going to be connected to, maybe a work situation or something. Medicine again. We have Aquarius energy, so a reformer, someone who is also good with technology or works in a certain technological setting. Aquarius, thinking outside the box, bringing in rebellious thoughts. And we have the ruler energy or the ruler archetype, someone who likes to have things in control, someone who likes to provide, someone who likes structure, and someone who has a good sense of self here as well. So this person could be a leader of some kind or just connected to leadership in general, some type of a role model, now an influencer even of some kind. Influencer not in the sense of millennial influences, more like the traditional, like influencing someone to get certain things done. I'm not sure if this is focusing. Okay, there we go. And then we have like a politician energy connected to this as well. So someone who might really like to be connected to politics but not actively involved in them, right? So that's all I have for you today for your reading for your future husband or future wife or future person that you're going to marry. So let me know how this was for you. If you want an additional reading or if you want to know more, there is going to be an exclusive reading on a similar theme up on Patreon, where we are going to be looking into this person's intimacy. So what the intimacy is going to be like between the two of you, what the turn-ons and what the first time together is going to be between the two of you. So hop onto the Patreon if you want to know more. You can pick this group or some other group, whatever you feel guided to over there. So hope to see you guys there. If you're leaving right now, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for sharing your energy. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you want to book a service with me, all the information is on my website. The links are in the description box below. My information is in the description box below. Contact me if you want further information. And with that, I'm sending you so much love, so much light, and looking forward to connecting with you in another video. Bye. Hello, group number 2. So if you picked this orange, I almost said tangerine. If you pick this orange origami, this is going to be a reading for who will you marry? What's this person going to be like? What are their professions going to be like? Or what even are going to be the signs that determine or show you who this person is? So as said in the beginning and the introduction, there is going to be an exclusive reading associated to this one as well over on Patreon, where we're looking into the intimacy, the turn-ons, and the first time together. If you're interested in that, the links to the Patreon are in the description box below this video. All right, so let's hop into it. Who will you marry here? Who will you marry, group number 2? Who is this person going to be? For group number 2, please, Spirit, who are they going to marry? We have Juno. This one came through in group number 1 as well. So you're all going to have very beautiful, committed relationships. Wow. Sagittarius. Okay, good, interesting. There was something that flipped through. Libra. Interesting, very nice energy. Very open, very, very friendly people. Okay. So let's get one more, please, Spirit. Who are they going to marry, please? Who is this lucky person that group number 2 is going to marry? The 10th house. Okay, someone focused on success here as well. So let's see what else. We have the 5th house. Okay. One last card, Pisces. Okay, overall, look, we have almost like a whole rainbow. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Okay. So Scorpio is on the bottom of the deck here. I do want to point that out as well. So this person is someone who is going to be quite deep, maybe into the occult as well. Someone who is going to be interested or passively interested in tarot even, or similar things here. Right, so let's get into your cards. With Juno, we have the energy of partnership, strong energy of commitment. All right. So there is going to be a lot of trust in this relationship. There is going to be a lot of love in this relationship, a lot of harmony, support, and devotion here. you know. There is going to be a healthy way to connect here in this connection. There's going to be also a lot of self-reflection in this connection, a lot of boundaries that are going to come through, and it's all going to sort of focus and build into each other in a very harmonious setting. There is going to be focus on equality and support very strongly, and on cooperation. So this person is someone who is going to really like to be supported and supportive, who is going to really like to and want to cooperate with you on things. And there might be some imbalance here sometimes when it comes to jealousy, for example, and such things, but nothing too drastic, nothing too serious that would impact your relationship too much. Okay, overall, a lot of harmony and commitment, strong trust into one another. This is the type of relationship that feels like it could last like till death, you know, till death do you part type of energy. Okay, then we have the beautiful Sagittarius here, the beautiful, very spicy, very energetic, beautiful Sagittarius. This person is going to be a searcher, someone who is searching for wisdom, someone who is very optimistic, someone who has very good luck in general. This is going to be a person who has a drive to understand everything around them. So it's going to be a very, very curious person that you're going to marry. Okay, they're going to feel like they want to know everything. They're going to be interested in things that are intellectual and also physical, which might be connected to their work or even with their hobbies. This person feels like they might be into some type of sport, even with Sagittarius coming through. Maybe horses, for example, horseback riding. That's just something that came through here. Maybe working with horses even. You know, this person is really going to want to explore life. You know, they're going to have that wish for exploration, wish to know more, wish to see more, wish to understand more at all times. A strong thirst for knowledge, great optimism, as said before, a wish and a craving to participate in the world as well. They are going to be interested in religious and spiritual stuff, maybe occult stuff as well, magic and things like that. Like this person is going to be like curious about a lot of things. Whatever you bring to their table, they're going to be like, oh, that's interesting, you know, that's interesting. What's this? That's sort of a very curious, very, very curious person. Many interests, many hobbies, and in general as well. Yeah, like this person might also sometimes have multiple commitments is what is coming through, because they are interested or going to be interested in everything. They might have a lot on their plate sometimes as well. Very much in terms of like searching for new things, searching for things that might interest them at all times. So, you know, this person is going to be fun to be around. Next, we have Libra. With Libra, there comes this energy of balance, this energy of being very charming, a charming disposition, and an appreciation for intellect and intellectual stimulation. So I am overall getting like this person is going to be very good to talk to. They're going to be very fun to talk to. They're going to have a lot of like random information due to the Sagittarius, but also like very good at communicating with the Libra here. They're going to have the ability to see both sides of a debate or of an argument, which is going to allow them to be very decent moderators, even in their own conflicts, even in their, for example, conflicts with you. I am tapping into a judge for some reason here, or into someone who is sometimes going to enjoy being the devil's advocate here with these two cards as well, especially since we have the 10th house coming through and with the 5th house. This feels like it's someone who might really like to be a lawyer even, because there's this energy of really liking status, but also really liking, you know, sort of balancing things, figuring things out, getting to the bottom of things. But also like playing the devil's advocate is something that's sort of very close to this person's heart, is what this feels like. So yeah, beautiful blend of confidence, beauty, and a delicate balancing act here with Libra. a very diplomatic person, very flirtatious person, very confident person, and someone who is going to be a social butterfly as well, okay? They might also sometimes make rash decisions with Sagittarius and Libra being here. So just something to be aware of about this person. They might sometimes really jump into things. With the 10th house, we have here Capricorn and Saturn representatives. Okay, so the house type here is work. This person is going to be very focused on their work, their career, status, destiny, promotion, and social roles. All right. So the 10th house basically represents our career and our social status, and it plays a big part in our reputation and how we behave in the limelight, okay? So I feel like this person is going to be very much connected to that, to status. They're going to really appreciate status and what they have built for themselves. They're going to want to have completed large goals and have unique qualities that advance their career as well. Sort of very ambitious person, you know, very, very ambitious person. This person is going to want to be in the limelight. They're going to want to shine. They're going to want to be not really famous, but just noticed, you know. Being in the spotlight is something that's going to be attractive to this person. Yes. What else? I mean, yeah, that's basically it. Status, importance, a sense of importance, a sense of being seen by other people as important, but not in like a shallow way. Just something, this is just something that's going to be important for this person. Just something that they're going to value, you know. With the Leo here, they are definitely going to be really able to shine in this way as well, because there's this energy of the sun and just this joy, pleasure, fun, games, creativity that's connected with Leo here. But also this is, you know, a very light-hearted, whimsical energy, but also someone who really likes to be noticed, someone who really is shining when other people look at them. For example, like Beyonce is a representative of the Leo energy, like, you know, someone who really thrives in the spotlight. And this person is going to want to be someone who is in the spotlight a lot. It's going to give them a big confidence boost as well here. But overall, like, this person is not going to be serious. They're going to be very playful. They're going to be, as said here, joyful. You know, very joyful energy, very playful energy, not taking themselves too seriously, very lighthearted. This is going to be the person who enjoys the arts, or also someone who does derive pleasure from organization. So with that Capricorn energy, someone who likes to organize, someone who likes to maybe clean as well, you know, just cleaning, bringing them pleasure in general. You know, those people exist as well, I heard. So this person might be one of them. Then with Pisces, we also have someone who is going to be quite a sensitive soul, someone who is going to be very intuitive, someone who is going to be just very connected to their sensitive side. Very, very soul-searching, sometimes a little bit dreamy and mystical as well. Like, it feels like these are going to be like little things that this person just does occasionally. Like, sometimes they might just become a little bit more mystical or a little bit more held within, like they're going to just pull themselves internally sometimes. It's what's coming through here with Pisces, like they're that emotional, reflective energy, emotional development, soul searching, a little bit mystical energy, not really knowing where exactly we are moving with things, sort of needing some time off to reflect, to be with oneself here, you know. There are certain things that are not maybe going to be revealed about this person immediately. You know, they are going to have a strong emotional depth. Like, on the outside, they're going to be very joyful, very open, but internally they're also going to be very, very deep, all right? So also very sensitive person, someone who picks up on small things, very, very intuitive person here, and very much someone who is who is drawn towards reflection, reflecting upon their life, reflecting upon life in general. Okay, so let's see what wants to come through here now with the tarot cards. So what wants to come through with tarot, please, Spirit? Who is this person going to be? We have the Page of Cups. We have the Seven of Cups. So again, the dreaminess. This person is going to have a lot of opportunities, a lot of connections, a lot of fantasies as well as to what they want to bring into the world. I said they're going to be very ambitious, but they're also like going to be very dreamy in the sense of this is what I want to see in the world and what I want to be a part of the creation of this. Also, this person is going to be quite flirtatious, very friendly with people overall. They're going to have big circles, but it's not like these big circles around them are going to mean a lot to them. It's just they're going to like to be around people, but when it comes to the, you know, the people who know them most, it's going to be the family and the closest of friends. So the ones who get to know them deeply are going to be very few. So yes, what else? It feels like this person is going to have like an outwards persona, like who they are in the external world and then who they are with you, like a more sensitive side. This person is coming through as the Emperor with a strong masculine energy. So a strong leader. Okay, someone who is a leader, someone who does pass judgment upon things as well, someone who is into the in the energy of decision making, deciding something. So this is maybe, you know, this is strong judge energy for me as well, or a strong leader energy, maybe director of some kind, maybe a manager of some kind as well. We have the Knight of Pentacles. This is going to be someone who is very secure when they are reaching their goals or when they are going for something. They are going to be quite secure into what they are doing. They are going to be more open to taking baby steps towards the things that they are doing. They're going to be very focused on the physical world when it comes to getting towards the things that they really, really want. This person is going to have very sort of just a strong knowledge of how the world works. Hope that makes sense to you guys. Like a strong understanding about how life works, how the world works, and how their position in life fits into everything else. You know, a little bit of a trickster energy here, like a little bit of that. I know how things are and I'm going to know where to go and how to move in this chessboard. Sort of approaching life a little bit as a chessboard when they want to get towards something or when they want to reach something here. When they want to get towards something. We also have the Queen of Cups coming through, strong, beautiful energy of the Queen with just love in her heart, sensitivity to other people's emotions. I feel like only people who are in the close circle of this person are going to see the deeply emotional, gentle softness that they get to bring, that they get to portray. Very motherly as well, sort of nurturing is what this person is going to be, and a very good manifester. All right. So the Magician, this person is going to have big dreams. They are going to be big when it comes to manifesting their goals, and they are going to be taking action towards that. It's not just going to be like, oh, I want this to happen and I'm putting my intention out there, but this person is like going to actively go towards reaching that in the physical for themselves. So there's strong Aries energy here, which is all about, you know, a little bit of a tunnel vision when it comes to getting what it is that they are wanting here. So yes, very good manifester. This person might be into manifestation as well, like loosely into manifestation, might have read The Secret, you know, they are interested in those things and they use them to get to what they are wanting. This person is not going to be happy when it comes to not having enough, is what's coming through as well. So they are going to want to build a certain position for themselves, certain status. Again, status is coming through over and over again. So their job is also going to be connected strongly to status. And they are going to be very good when it comes to getting their way. Very good when it comes to action taking and knowing when to take action in the physical. Sort of, you know, swooping in, getting that chance. That's the luck energy of the Sagittarius as well here with the Wands here. And we have the Page of Swords, very good and curious. Curiosity here with the Page of Swords, but also good at communication, good at initiating conversations with people, good at starting conversations with people, good at giving themselves that little open space in different groups, sort of, you know, infiltrating themselves in little groups here. I don't know why, but just there's like a little bit of a sneakiness to this person's energy, a little, like it's something that excites them as well. And also we have here the Six of Wands, so someone who is going to really love being the center of attention, be in the limelight, be noticed, be seen, be talked about. Okay, let's see what else now wants to come through with these cards here. So we're going to be looking at these first. So let's see what we have. We have the scribe or writer, okay? So might be trying to influence other people through writing. Might be a very famous author as well, very famous writer, maybe a writer for an important figure, writing important essays, speeches for someone else, or just influencing people through writing, maybe blog posts or some things like that. Okay, with Orphan here, we have an interesting situation. This person is going to have a difficult childhood. I feel like the difficult childhood of this person is going to be something that motivates them towards moving into that statusy realm. You know, it's going to be something that motivates them on their destiny, because this person is destined through spirit to be focused on status, focused on career. It's their sort of, you know, it's their role in this life. So the childhood circumstances are going to be something that propels them to that destiny through trauma. Okay, so this person is going to be someone who might be quite I want to say, don't want to say broken, but just might have a very difficult childhood, you know. And then we have the High Priest or High Priestess. Okay, powerful energy, very interesting energy. There's that strong manifestation energy. This person is going to be into magic. Just plain and simple, this person is going to be into magic here, definitely. You know, with these two coming through together, this is strong manifestation energy. This is like the person who is like, yeah, I'm going to make this happen. You know, I know this is already mine. I'm going to manifest it. I'm going to make this happen for myself. Okay, next we have here Drunk with Love. Let love lift you to freedom. Very loving person. Also someone who is going to be interesting. This person might be bisexual, might be interested in like just a lot of people, might be attracted to a lot of people here. Very much a person who is going to love for the sake of love. Someone who is going to be open to sexual expression with different partners. If you're someone who won't like that, you know, they're going to be completely fine with that as well. But they're going to love, basically. They're going to be smothered by love. They're going to be motivated by love. Okay, let love lift you to freedom here. And we have the Hunter energy. That's this energy, moving towards what they want, moving towards getting their way. Just that narrow vision of, I'm going to get that. I'm going to get that. I'm going to get that prey. I'm going to get to that. A lot of strength in that energy as well. And something that is overall their destiny with the Orphan. Okay. So let's see here what wants to come through. We have realism, to be in reality instead of in fantasy or illusion. Okay, so even though this person is going to have a lot of fantasy wishes, dreams, They are going to be unrealistic expectations about how to reach that, and this is where the magician and the high priestess or high priest comes in to be able to get that to them. Seeing things and feeling things and perceiving things and therefore acting in accordance with things as they really are is going to be a big value for this person. And also to perceive and accept a thing or a situation as it is and be prepared to deal with it accordingly and realistically. It's real that matters to this person. It's the real shit, the real stuff that matters to this person. Then we have power, okay? Power, status. Yeah, this person is going to really value to be able to create, direct, influence, or do something so as to bring about what they want. So this includes having the capacity, ability, or authority to direct or influence the behavior of others and or the course of events. Okay, so this is huge for this person, very big thing. And also we have strong energy of significance. Love how this plays into the whole reading already. To be able to perceive themselves and to be perceived by others as being great or worthy of value, attention, and importance. So again, that sense of being in the limelight, being important, being significant. Which plays well with this orphan as well as, you know, something that they heal, something that they work through. You know, healing means to experience a difference to what brought about the trauma in this person. So the trauma was, I am unseen, I am unworthy. And they are going to want to search for that significance, search for that worthiness on the outside. I just love how this is just this whole story and it makes sense so beautifully on a spiritual level. Then we have dignity. So another value of this person, something that they're going to be drawn towards, is dignity. To be and to act in a way that is worthy of honor and respect. To have a noble, regal, composed, or serious manner or style. So that's how you might recognize them as well. And to act with a sense of pride in themselves. Self-respect. Strong boundaries, again, for this person. To have an appreciation of the formality or gravity of an occasion or situation. To maintain their right to be valued and respected for their own sake and to be treated ethically. Okay, so dignity is a big thing for this person. It's something that they're going to be also a proponent of. Right. I'm getting politics for this person also. Just or something related to that, those professions, you know, someone in power, someone who has a lot of significance, someone who is upholding dignity of a nation or of a certain company here as well, you know, someone who has a lot of dreams but also is realistic about reaching that and bringing that about in the material world, but also someone who is a little bit, you know, mysterious when it comes to their methods, because this feels like this person is drawn to the occult and is drawn to the deeper understanding of life with Sagittarius and all those curious, beautiful signs there. So this person is going to be a master manifester in some way and is going to understand the nature of reality as such. Even though, you know, on the first look, they might not seem like this person is a deep manifester, but when you get to know them, especially like intimately, they are going to reveal a lot of things about themselves that you're just going to be like, whoa, I had no idea this was connected to you, or that you could have that. You had those possibilities, opportunities. Okay, let's look into the little sack for the messages that want to come through, for some initials that want to come through. So Spirit, please. Okay, we have a lot of things. So let's see now. We have M. We have F. These could be their names, their surname, a profession or something that you're going to be able to recognize them from. We have L. We have Z. Okay, we have B. B, W. What else? We have T. Here we have O, I, C. Oops, so sorry, dropped that. So C, oh, C, and another T energy, another T here. Oh no, there's not. Oh yeah, there is another T. Okay, so in terms of signs, we have Aquarius. Okay, reformer energy. We have someone who is guided by Gemini, so Mercury. Very good communication skills. Saturn, okay, so strong, very much a responsible person, connected to Capricornian energy, again with that status and stuff like that. Also someone who is like, this is karma, understanding things, understanding why things come about, having a deep knowledge of the universe, and having that like serious responsible energy with Saturn as well. We have stars, okay, so to the stars, this person is going to want to be famous in some way or important in some way. We also have the sun, so this is just like a clarifier for the energy that we had before, just that beautiful energy of the sun, of joy that was present. We have an emotional person, so someone who is going to be deeply in contact with their emotions, very mature in their emotional expression, sometimes a little bit, off in their emotional expression, especially if they're in a mood, with that Pisces energy, but also very intuitive, very good at healing others, very good at understanding others. Okay, so we have the energy of the outlaw. This is the similar energy to the orphan. Okay, so outlaw energy. We have, what does this say? Liberation, leaving a mark, and someone who has a lot of focus on the soul. Not sure if this is going to focus for you guys. So outlaw energy. So someone who is going to be a rebel is what's coming through here. Someone who is a revolutionary, a misfit, and a little bit of a wild man or a wild woman, someone who cannot be really controlled, someone who likes to control but doesn't like to be controlled. Not sure if this is going to focus. There we go, focus. Yay. And next we have here the jester, so someone who is going to take a lot of pleasure in helping other people feel good around them. Okay, so jester, someone who is focused on pleasure, connection to others, and also a seer, so someone who is or has very good intuition with the jester. This is the energy of someone who is a good trickster as well, so someone who knows how to get their way in a very good manner, in a very sort of seductive energy, someone who is very practical, might be good at making jokes and making other people laugh as well in their presence. Okay, also someone who might be perceived as a fool by others, as some, as they bring about certain things or as they do certain things, they might be perceived as a fool, but actually this person has a deeper agenda and they know what they are doing here. They definitely know what they are doing here. Okay, so with that being said, this is what I have for you for the first part of the reading. If you're interested in more about this person or about another person, about whoever you are drawn to, you can check out the Patreon video. The Patreon is going to cover the intimacy, the turn-ons, and the first time together with your person. You can pick and focus on this group, or you can pick another group if you're more guided to pick another group. So the links to the Patreon are in the description box below. Make sure to check that out. Also, thank you so much for connecting, for sharing your energy, for being here, and for your support. If you want to see more of this content, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to this channel. And also, I'm looking forward to connecting with you again in another video. Bye. Hello, group number 3. So if you picked the purple origami flower today, this is going to be a reading into who will you marry. All right, so who is the lucky man, who's the lucky woman, who's the lucky person that is going to be your spouse. We are going to be looking into the general information about this person in this reading, and then in the exclusive reading on Patreon, we are going to be tapping into more intimate messages. So what is the intimacy going to be like for the two of you? What are the turn-ons going to be like? And what's the first time sexually going to be like for the two of you? So the first time together. The link to the Patreon extended or exclusive reading is in the description box below this video. Okay, so let's see for the general reading. For group number 3, who is this person going to be? Pallas Athena. Okay, interesting. Very strong person, very wise person, very regal person, very dignified person. Pluto, ooh, powerful energy. Okay, more cards please, Spirit. Okay, so someone deeply connected to the occult here, deeply connected to the internal, to the unconscious. We have Aries, very active person. Okay, interesting. Someone with a very strong self-concept here, 6th house. One last card, please, Spirit, already. So we have the lunar eclipse. Okay, so very powerful person here. We have the 7th house on the bottom of the deck. So I'm just going to leave this one over here. Right, okay. So let's get into this. With Pallas Athena, there is a special type of energy. This energy is strongly connected to just wisdom, to what I would say intelligence mostly. So this person is someone who is very intelligent, who is going to be very intelligent, who is very much into political activism as well. So very creative, very wise person, but also someone who is into trying to shift or change the system. Okay, so that's something that's strongly coming through. I'm just going to fix the lightning a little bit because I feel like there's something wrong here. Okay, so maybe that's going to make it a little bit better. So yes. Okay, this person is strongly interested in liberation as well. Okay, so Pallas is showing society that intelligence also does have a feminine quality in a world that values mostly masculine stereotypes, especially in politics, diplomacy, and also otherwise in every single career and every single social structure. So this person does feel like they're very much a rebel, like an activist, a rebel, a reformer, someone who likes to or wants to shift the system towards something that's more inclusive and something that involves all of our needs, that sort of meets our needs here. Someone very diplomatic, zealous here, and also sometimes overly critical of the system. A little bit maybe pessimistic about the system as it currently is, and a little bit overly critical about a system. Someone who is very good in craftsmanship as well, very good when it comes to arts. Someone who really appreciates art as well. Someone who is a very good communicator. Someone who is into support of women, so women's supporter, a women's supporter here, and also, you know, a mediator is what's coming through here, doing what needs to be done to shift everything for the highest good of everyone, every single person involved in a specific situation. Okay, does have its shadows, you know, does have its shadows, especially with narrow vision and that sort of tunnel vision energy. But still, I feel like this person really has their heart in the right place. So with Pluto, strong energy of death and rebirth, the Reaper energy. So resurrection, bringing things up, being very, very, very connected to the unconscious, being very connected to the collective unconscious as well. This person is someone who is going to be able to feel very deeply into things that don't serve, into things that are not working, and that's maybe also why they're going to be so focused on shifting things, because they're going to feel in their heart what is not working. They're going to be so deeply connected to everything that they're going to have to shift something. They're going to be very focused on change. Degeneration and regeneration is something that this person is connected to. They might also be working in like regeneration in terms of their career, maybe helping someone through difficulty, like physical health, helping someone get back on the horse, so to speak. This person does also feel like they're going to be focused on the occult, the underworld, the shadow a lot, the shadow of the world, the shadow of the system, just in general, very deep feeler, might not communicate that to everyone, but they're going to be very, very deep when it comes to just stuff happening in the world. This person is going to feel it all, okay? And they're going to be connected strongly to the aspect of transmutation, alchemizing things, that and rebirth happening. So this person might encounter a lot of that in their life, or a lot of, and also a lot of rebirth situations going on in their lives, you know. There's also a focus on the truth here, strong focus on talking about the truth, speaking honestly about what you feel, even if it might make other people uncomfortable. This person is the type of person who might make other people uncomfortable because they bring out something that is undesirable, or something that people in general don't want to hear about. But this person is going to be like, no, we have to look at this, we have to address this, you know, in a very gentle way. However, you know, with Pallas Athena, we have that sort of diplomatic energy, which is bringing out Pluto with this death and rebirth energy in a very nice way. It's sort of very gentle how it's revealing things. And talking about revealing things, we have here the lunar eclipse. So the lunar eclipse is the illuminator in readings. Its main purpose is to reveal things, okay? So this person, they might be strong revealer of things. What's coming to mind is a journalist, even person who is a journalist, a person who searches for the truth and wants to put it out there, okay? So the illuminator here, it carries the same message as a regular full moon, but intensified. So truths that may not yet be ready to be seen are going to come into the light, okay? So strongly bringing the truth into the light. Yeah, like journalistic, strong journalist energy is what's coming through here, especially also like with Aries being there. That's again the journalist energy, you know, with the intensity of Aries, with a strong desire to be independent and also self-possessed, to be able to speak about what needs to be speak about or spoken of, to initiate action, you know, that strong energy of perseverance as well, independence, enthusiasm, being maybe a little bit bossy or not taking shit from everyone involved, and also taking strong action, okay? So this person might sometimes struggle. So sorry, that was just my phone. Hope it didn't scare you off too much. So this person might sometimes struggle with taking action in a more reserved sense by being patient. So that's something that this person might have to work through in their life in general. But there's a strong spark. There are sparks. There is fire here. There is a connection to the unconscious here that this person is bringing out. And that is super powerful. This person is the type of person who is not going to be able to be silent. You know, they're going to have to speak out. They're going to want to speak out into the ether, to communicate their things, to share their things, to bring it into the light, to tell people what is not serving, what's not working. With the 6th house, we have the energy of focusing on health and focusing on a good amount of habits, okay? So there's Virgo energy here connected to Mercury. So there is this energy connected to work. I feel like work is going to be something that this person values greatly. That's going to make strong sense to them. What they do, what they are working towards, what they are bringing into this world. It's going to have to be meaningful to this person for them to be happy. So this is also, there's going to be like a workout routine that this person does, or some type of routine that sort of navigates their life. They're going to be in general very sort of focused on what they do. It's going to be something that they value greatly, that's close to their heart. They're going to be a very determined person as well. Having a lot of confidence, but also wanting to bring out change, but also being very organized with the Virgo energy. Here there's this energy of wanting to make to-do lists or wanting to make lists and stuff like that. Okay, with the 7th house on the bottom of the deck, this person is going to be very much relationship oriented, so focused on partnerships. They're going to greatly value the romantic connections in their life here. The planetary ruler of the 7th house is Venus, zodiac ruler is Libra, okay? So the energy here is again balance, harmony, and also being able to evaluate things, make good decisions about things. There is love connected to the 7th house, so strong love, being very social. This person is going to be very, very loving, very social, very open towards other people, very much focused on friendships, focused on relationships, focused on love, focused on very strong, desirable behaviors as well. Okay, so desire is going to be something that really drives this person forward. Okay, they might also be sometimes drawn to unconventional relationships. Just something I'm putting out there. If that's something that sort of clicks for some of you, they are going to want to have quite a large social circle, so they're going to also want to join certain clubs or team sports or teams in general, just connected to that sort of habits energy, to bring them in contact with other people. This person does feel like they are going to be quite an extroverted person, to be quite honest with you as well, right? So let's look into what the tarot wants to say about them. So what does the tarot say about this person, please, Spirit? Group number 3, please. So what's their character like? Very expansive energy, wanting to explore, an energy of an explorer, going out there, bringing the unknown into focus and communicating things to other people, sort of being the explorer, going out there. I feel like this person, like if they're going to be a journalist, they're going to be like the type of very practical journalist that's like on the road. I'm not sure how exactly you call that, you know, the type of person who is going out to scenes, going out to report on things, for example, in Ukraine or something like that, you know, this person is going to be drawn to that. Maybe sometimes even dangerous situations, because they're going to see strong meaning there. They're going to see meaning in that energy. Okay, so let's see what else. Very fiery person, very much a curious person, but guided by truth. Yes, truth, rationality, logic, structure is something that guides this person. A strong justice system, a strong system of justice, like internal justice system, is something that's going to drive this person forward. They're going to be very good at communication as well. So when they're reporting on things, for example, I don't know why I'm just fixating so strongly on the energy of the reporter here, but that's just what's so strongly coming through. So that energy here, also someone who's very analytical is showing up here. But overall, this is someone who is going to show people what is not working. Maybe even something in terms of like geopolitical structures, or maybe something having to do with the earth and with ecology, with the environment, with nature, is something that could resonate with this person. But just the strong energy of, okay, here you are going to be faced with the truth. I'm going to show you the truth in your face. I'm going to throw it in your face. That type of energy. This person is also going to be very reflective, very contemplative, maybe drawn to meditation occasionally as well. They're going to want to reflect upon their life a lot. They are going to like to rest, just take maybe walks by themselves in nature as well sometimes. Very reflective, very sort of knowledgeable of themselves, of who they are here. Okay, so what else? Trying to look at things from different viewpoints, trying to look at things the way people don't usually look at them. The Emperor is coming through, so strong masculine energy from this person, strong energy towards leadership, leading others, a strong responsibility, strong, like strong value system for this person, very strong value system, very good at taking action, very good at maturely determining what to speak, when to speak, and how to speak. Knowing how to speak to different people, knowing how to approach different people, being sort of very good when it comes to understanding people, relationships, and knowing how to approach them is what is coming through here. Very, very mature person in terms of communication, very good when it comes to making their point, very clear thinker, and also very revolutionary thinker. Someone who is going to be very balanced, someone who is going to really like to take care of their home as well, especially like with that 6th house here, with that Virgo energy. The taking care of the home is deeply connected to this person. Taking care of their life, their social world, their people, their partner, making sure the partner is loved, protected, cared for. This is going to be very, very meaningful for this person in general. Just having a beautiful home, a home where children are happy, a home where their partner is happy and content and satisfied with them. This person is going to really value a simple life with their partner as well, like a simple life with regards to a family, because I feel like their work is going to be very active. They're going to really appreciate the serenity that comes with having just a beautiful connection. There is going to be a lovely connection here. This might even be someone from your childhood, for example, that you connect with again, or someone that you feel a strong emotional resonance with the 6 of Cups. There is going to be this is going to be a person who you're going to feel very, very deeply. Okay, so you're going to know this person is for you. This person is going to also be someone who works quite hard, sometimes doesn't have enough patience to work hard or to wait as well. So someone who is going to be a little bit impatient occasionally. Let's see what else, Spirit. Who are they going to marry? One more card or more than 2 more cards. Someone who is also sometimes going to be a little bit anxious or have trouble with anxiety occasionally, okay? So maybe suffering from nightmares. I'm hearing post-traumatic stress disorder as well. Just something to be aware of. So this person is not going to have it easy. They do have that Pluto there, okay? So they are going to be always on the road towards a transition, towards bringing them into a new life, bringing themselves into a new chapter in their lives, trying to look at things differently, trying to understand things differently, okay? So this person feels like they are going to need emotional support from you and from the outside world in general, because they feel like they're going to be in such a strong masculine energy. They might just, when they come home, they're going to need love, support, and care. With the 9 of Swords here, because this person is going to have to deal with a lot in the physical world, just because their destiny, their role in life, what they value the most here is going to be very, very difficult. Okay, so let's see what else we have. We have the warrior archetype. So wow, no wonder. The warrior archetype, yes, this resonates strongly with the person. The ram energy, strong Aries. So Aries is coming through thrice. I don't know why, I just am connected so much to this card as Aries energy. Okay, so next we have the angels. This person might be religious, or they might just have a strong connection to the spiritual world here with Pluto. Spiritual world, spirit guides, spiritual ancestors. They might be seeing ghosts even. This person is going to be very deeply in contact with nature. We have trees, yeah, obviously, deeply in contact with nature, deeply in contact with the shadow, with the roots, and deeply in contact with the light, with the branches, okay? So going in all directions. And we have Native American, very, very grounded energy. This person is going to deeply value nature, and I feel like they're going to be a proponent of bringing back this understanding and appreciation of nature as our mother. This is something that they feel like they're going to be, strongly valuing as as a way of life, like appreciating the Mother Earth again, as the tribes, the native tribes used to do. Maybe bringing back a more communal way of living as well. Like this person is going to be a proponent in that sense. So just bringing back the things that we really valued as people living in tribes. Yes, and a deep connection to spirit here with angels. Okay. So we have happy life, live a less guarded life. Happy life is going to be what this person wants. A happy life in terms of especially, and I cannot stress this enough, because I'm already tapping into the energy of how difficult it might be for this person to live their career. You know, it's something that they are going to do with love, but it's going to be difficult for them. So having a very secure life with you is something that they're going to really value. Having love and relationship and this connection with you, it's something that they're going to really value. To be able to come home to and snuggle up with you on the couch, that is the happy life for this person. That's what they are going to be like, yes, this is for me. All right. So what else can we get to know about this person? We have humor. So they're going to be very fun, very humorous. So they're going to value humor as well. So they're going to like to see humorous, comical, amusing, and funny side of themselves and the world around them. They're going to be very lighthearted, and laughter is going to be important to them. Lightheartedness and laughter are going to be important to them. Okay, so interesting. Sometimes they're not going to be so light. Other times they're going to be very, very light. We have sleep. So to get enough sleep and to get rest by sleeping is something that's going to be very, very important to this person as well. So for their nervous system to be relatively inactive, for their eyes to be closed, for the postural muscles to be relaxed, and the consciousness to be practically suspended. This is something this person is going to really value. Okay. Sleeping, taking care of themselves, giving themselves enough sleep and enough rest. Okay. So what else do we have here? We have intelligence. Yeah, this person is going to be deeply intelligent. They're going to have the capacity for logic, understanding, self-awareness, learning, emotional knowledge, planning, reason, creativity, critical thinking, problem solving. All right. So the ability to basically perceive or infer information and to retain it as knowledge to be applied toward adaptive behaviors within an environment or context. The skilled use of awareness, information, and knowledge. So deeply resonating here with Pallas Athena, so deeply. And we have achievement. To have and accrue important accomplishments. To successfully acquire, attain, gain, reach, win, realize, fulfill, bring about, or reach a desired objective, result, or level, especially due to their own merit. Okay, so they're going to really want to be focused on achievement, or to see some type of achievement in the outside world. So something that they can be like, okay, that is what I did. That's something that I value. This is something that is showing me my own output in the world. Okay, so let's see now what the little sack has to say. What are their initials here? Spirit, please, for group number 3 here. So what are their initials? What else can we learn about them? Okay, interesting maiden energy. So someone who is also going to be very sweet, sensual, very innocent, but with select few, I'm getting. They're not going to show their sensitivity to a lot of people here. So we have W showing up, W energy. Someone with a W. We have this. What else? R. We have M, we have D, we have K. So these initials or these words, letters can help you understand things about this person, connect to them. Maybe this is a sign for some of you. It could be their initials, something related to them, their job, the hobby, the career. So the earth here, Gaia, I feel like, yeah, the earth is going to be something that's deeply important for this person, maybe for this activism especially. Third eye, this person is going to be deeply intuitive, as said before, very deeply intuitive. And jester, we had humor here. So jester, this person is going to be focused on pleasure, connection to others, and also they're going to be a strong seer. But also this is the energy of the trickster, okay, the energy of the fool, the energy of someone who is not going to shy away of being weird in society, who's going to be like, okay, I'm going to be weird and I'm going to show you your shit type of person. Very practical person, a joker, and also a comedian, a good comedian, someone who tells good jokes, but also someone, you know, you don't really mess with, someone who is not afraid to be who they really are. Okay, so let's get you some more initials. I feel like I want like a couple of more initials. Okay, HH2, and we have another, I forgot what this is, Epsilon and E. Okay, we have two M's again, so interesting, three M's. So M might be important. I'm also seeing lover here inside the sack. It was just staring me in the face and I was like, okay, lover. And also there's yoga here, so this person might be interested in yoga or that type of activities. Okay, a very passionate person, as well, a strong lover of people, a strong lover of nature, and someone who is all about, let's bring back the tribes, let's bring back the village, let's bring back the support that gave us as the society. Let's go back to that type of understanding of ourselves and of our systems. Okay, so that's all I have for you, my beautiful group number 3. Hope this resonates, hope it helps you determine who your person is. Let me know if you already have an idea who this is in the description box, and not in the description box, in the comment section down below. So if you want to check out the exclusive reading connected to this one about who you will marry and what the intimacy is going to be like, what the turn-ons are going to be like, and what the first time together is going to be like, make sure to check out the Patreon. The link is in the description box below this video. Happy to see you there. If you're leaving us, thank you so much for sharing your energy. If you want a service that I offer, such as a tarot reading, channeling, healing, energy work, or intuitive coaching, let me know. Everything is available on my website, so all the information is on my website. Make sure to check that out and send me an email if you're interested. So sending you so much love, so much light, and looking forward to connecting with you in another video. Bye. Mwah.